Let's get weird!
Many people play this game and ask themselves, are TellTale on the cusp of another game of the year? Well, let's find out. Today we're talking about The Wolf Among Us. Now the bottom line with this game, much like their Walking Dead game, is that there's not a whole lot of focus on gameplay. This is more about the story. And on this area, TellTale has come a lot farther than they were in The Walking Dead. Main reason for that is, number one, they've sort of streamlined what was in The Walking Dead. It's now a very simple interface, a lot simpler than it was in The Walking Dead. On top of that, they've increased the speed of combat, making it feel like it's a lot more frenzied, which given what happens in the game, that kind of makes sense. There are a lot more moments where the story branches, and it feels like it's going to be an actual difference, as opposed to The Walking Dead, which more affected the flavor of the story, while not necessarily changing what was going to happen. On top of that, the choices are not black and white. There isn't an incredibly good choice and an incredibly evil choice. In fact, many times, both choices seem like they're incredibly valid options, and you have to make the call on what to do. This not only adds to the replay value of the game much higher than their previous outing, but it also makes you as the player think as to what you're going to say and what you're going to do during the course of the game, because you want to be able to play the character your way. Now, The Wolf Among Us is a story of Fabletown, which is a borough in New York, in a fictitious world in which all the fables of legend are actually real. You play as Bigby Wolf, who is the sheriff of Fabletown. The game begins with, honestly, a pretty awesome scene between you and the woodsman, and it's...
Fuck are you talking about, you stupid... I'll fucking kill you!
Alright, what's going on?
What are you gonna fucking do, huh? Get the fuck out of the way before you get the axe again.
It ends with you meeting a woman who you don't know her name yet. The next moment, I don't want to spoil a whole lot about the story, but the next day you find a head outside of your apartment that's clearly been left there for you to find. This leads into a mystery that spans all 5 chapters of the story, and honestly you will not know what's going to happen throughout each different twist and turn. This is not a story that telegraphs itself, and it's not someone who falls into cliches like other stories we've seen. I feel like TellTale has really upped their game, especially from The Walking Dead, which I also felt was a very good game. Each of the characters you meet in this game are not only fully voiced, but actually have emotion to them, and you didn't feel like anybody was phoning in their performance. Most importantly, there are some areas where a character will either turn on you or turn towards your side, and again, you don't see it coming. And it really does add to that immersion into the game world. Now, a lot of people are already asking, will this be the game of the year? Honestly, I've been one to follow that kind of thing. I don't really care if it wins game of the year, I just care if it's a good game. And this is a very good game. I'm not going to give away much about the story just because literally about 5 minutes in you get your first twist, and I don't want to ruin that for anybody who hasn't played it. Bottom line, on every single category, this is the tops. This is, right now, as far as point-and-click adventures, the new standard. And I can't wait to see what TellTale has for us next time. You may think this is a shorter review, but honestly, there's not a whole lot I can say without spoiling a lot of the story. Overall, this would be the first Enthusiast review to earn a perfect 5 out of 5. And it is easily worth the purchase price. Until next time, my name is Vega Goose, saying thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next review.